your journey's been very, you've had a lot of challenges along the way, haven't you? So I just think that you know, what you've been through and your journey is very inspiring. Oh, hello. Who's this?
This is Trixie.
Oh, hi,
She's not
Trixie.
mine, but she loves me to pieces.
Oh. Um, so yeah, tell us a little bit about where you were at the start. When I first spoke to you, um, what was it that you were struggling with and were wanting to change?
A big part of it was mindset. I think a part of your ad talked about being able to kind of be the size that you want and to live a different lifestyle, but to also get the relationship that you are wanting in life. And I had just been through, this guy that was talking to me for 3 months. He lives in Townsville and I'm in Ipswich, so it's 1,300 k's away from me. But for 3 months we talked every day, kind of were in this relationship, but he decided once he met me that it wasn't working and all I was left feeling was the way I looked. So that had me very much obsessing over my body and hating myself. And, I still talk to him, but I've come to the conclusion now it wasn't actually just about how I looked. He just wasn't in the right place.
Yeah.
But this program has definitely done so much for my mindset, more so than what it's done for my body or for my lifestyle. Just my overall well-being now is so different.
Yeah, huge. Like, yeah, you have definitely come like a really long way,
Yes.
and you should be very proud of yourself. I mean, look, you got amazing results. You know, you lost, was it like 20 centimeters from your belly? Like,
Yeah. Yeah,
crazy
that
amount.
was huge.
That's so much from your belly. Um,
And I jumped
which
on the
would,
scales last night. I've lost 2 kilos as well.
oh, there you go. There you go. So, I mean, yeah, that's like amazing results, but I definitely agree with you that your biggest change has definitely been the mindset. And, I guess when your mindset changes, then your body starts to, it just goes along with the ride too.
Yeah,
Once your mindset's positive, then obviously your body has no choice but to follow. So,
yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
you've done really, really well. So tell me some of the things that have changed in terms of your mindset. What are some of the things that are different, do you think, or that you're dealing with differently?
I'm getting a lot better at just throwing things out to the universe.
Hmm.
I might get a bit emotional because I don't have medication anymore. So
Oh,
um, that was a big thing. I've actually been able to ditch my medication. And yeah, I cry sometimes. I let myself feel how I feel and just figure
yeah,
that
and that's
that's me.
okay to feel that.
Um,
Yeah, it's okay to
yeah.
feel emotional. Yeah, yeah,
So, um, so that's been huge. Like I've been on medication since I was 18, on and off since I was 18. So to me, this is really cool that I
yeah.
now feel like I'm in a place to deal with my own head. So
Yeah.
I put a post on Facebook because just after I started with you, I lost my job. You might remember.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Um,
remember. Yeah.
that was a huge challenge because then trying to eat healthy, which is always a little more expensive, on $35 a week was really challenging. And
Hmm.
I would spend 3.5 days at home and 3.5 days with my ex-husband and my children. And in his house, there's always lots of yummy food that I need to try and resist. Um, but once my mindset started changing, I put a post on Facebook where I was just like hashtag winning, hashtag loving life, hashtag, all these really positive things just to throw it out there that I was feeling good anyway and to decide to live my life like it was great, even if people looking in might have thought that it was really crap because I had no money and I had no job and I'm living in a 3-bedroom house with a housemate and her daughter while my children live with their dad. So from the surface and from anybody looking in at my life might have thought that it looked pretty shit. But to me, I was going to live it like it was awesome. 3 days after that, I got my job back. So,
Yeah, there you go. It's the power of positive thinking.
you know. So I was a big convert after that. I was like, yeah, see, this can happen.
Yeah. Because imagine if you, I mean, how would you have dealt with that before? Would you have just completely let it throw? I mean, look, that's a very big thing to deal with, losing your job.
Yeah.
And there was actually another girl that lost her job as well. I mean, in the program when she first started too. But how would you have dealt with that before?
Well, how I was dealing with it, because I went through most of the 8 weeks without my job. So how I was
Hmm.
dealing with it was, I'd sleep in the mornings. I had nothing to get up for. I was feeling really depressed. The only thing
Yeah.
I would do is like get up and do some housework, and then I'd watch Netflix all day. And yeah, I was looking for work. But that only takes up a small portion of your day. There's only so much of that you can do.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I was really down, and I just thought it really sucked. But once I started the exercise component
Mm.
with, that's when I started getting outside, and I found this really awesome park that I love to go to and just watch the ducks and go for a walk. And there's a really nice big track, so I could run there, I could walk there. I loved it, and that was what really started to get my headspace into a good space. Um,
Yeah. I
it
remember
just
that
changed.
though. I remember that. I think there for a good week or two, you were a little bit, um, you were definitely down. But I do remember that time when all of a sudden you just started to change, and I can remember you telling me about this park, or, that you were starting to feel better. And yeah, it's amazing how much of a difference it makes mentally, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Mm,
And
yeah.
now I have a friend who has just found out that she's type 2 diabetes.
Oh, wow.
And I know at this point I probably can't convince her to just join your program, but at least I feel like I've got the tools now to help her and to
Yeah.
support her and just get her moving, because she's got to lose a lot of weight. A lot of this can be helped. So she's got quite a few medical issues at the moment,
Yeah.
and a lot of it can be helped by dropping some kilos. Haven't yet been able to convince her not to do the meal replacements. It's okay for
Hmm.
you to have protein. It's okay for you to eat all day if you're eating the right food. But she's determined she's going to do the meal replacements just so she can drop some kilos, and then she'll start doing the right thing and get up and get moving. But
It's always the way.
it's
It's
like
now you
they
know
can't.
how I feel. Now you know how I feel sometimes. But do you know what? The thing is that I mean, you're leading by example, and that's amazing that you've gone through this and now you feel like you can help other people. And initially she might be very resistant to it. But when she's ready, at least she'll know that she can turn to you,
Yeah,
But that's amazing that you have come through this process and now you feel like you've got the tools to help someone else, which is really amazing.
it's really hard on her at the moment because her husband actually works with me. So he's at work
Mm,
every day, I'm at work every day. So
yeah,
she's at home. She does what I did when I didn't have a job, and she just lays in front of Netflix all day. And
yeah,
I think she's getting really down on herself. And I think she knows she wants to fix it, and she knows what she's got to do, but she's still laying in front of Netflix all day. So,
yeah.
um,
Sometimes it can be like the emotions are just so heavy. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, and it's kind of it's making her freeze. Like it's making her. She knows what she
yeah,
has to do, but she's just kind of like frozen. And yeah, but I mean, the same thing with you. I mean, I think that the best thing that you did was get yourself into a bit of a routine. You started exercising more regularly. If she can just at least do that, get herself into a routine of just even getting out and doing like a 10-minute walk. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It will just
yeah,
change her mindset. Like it'll change, the worst thing you can do when you're feeling down is stay in the same place. So let's just say, for
stay
example, if you're
down.
feeling down and you're lying on the couch and you're there for hours, 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 you're not actually changing anything. But if you actually get up, go out for a walk for 10 minutes, you actually change your energy. Whereas if you sat in the same
Yeah,
spot, that nothing, even meant like nothing can kind of change. But you've
yeah,
realized that.
yeah,
Getting that fresh
yeah,
air,
definitely.
seeing like the ducks and the plants and the
Yeah,
and the flowers. I don't know what your park looks like, but you know, it's
Yeah,
very,
no,
it makes you grateful for things that are around you.
yes. So I think I'm going to start popping in there after work at least 3 days a week and just get her to come for a walk with me. I think that'll be a
Hmm.
start, just to get her out and get her moving. So to
Yeah.
say to her, like, you know, your exercise is not the biggest part of what you need to do right now, but it's still important that you get out from in front of the TV.
Yeah.
And her partner said to her while I was there as well, you know, as depressing as it is for you to be laying in front, I can't speak, laying in front of Netflix all day, it's depressing for me to watch you do that. So,
Yeah, of course.
yeah. So she knows she's got to change things. So it is good for me to feel a little bit confident that I can actually help and support her now.
Yeah. Yeah, well done. And tell me how, because it would have been very easy for you, um, you know, when you got to that, what was it, like the second week or whatever, when you lost your job, it would have been very easy for you to just be like, because this is what a lot of people do, and there'd be women in the program and out there right now that that when things come up in life, instead of using this process, like staying healthy and exercising everything as a way to deal with these, like help you deal with these things and help stay positive, that's actually the first thing to go, where they're just like, okay, I've got this going on, I don't have time for this. So for example, most people would be like, I lost my job, I can't do this anymore, I've got to focus on
Yeah,
that, which is fine. But you managed, there might have been a week or two there where you were a little bit, you know, not with it, but you just kind of picked yourself back up. What was it that stopped you? Like, what was it that stopped you from just being like, oh, well, I'm just going to throw in the towel?
I think I just knew I needed it. I just knew I
Mm.
needed it, and really it was you. Like I loved doing the check-ins. I loved talking to you. You've always been so supportive. So when I could message you and go, "Hey Sarah, I'm really struggling with rah 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 rah," you're always great at coming back with some kind of response. So I think that just kept me on track, just knowing that I needed it. Couldn't give up. I
Mm.
My weight the way it was very uncomfortable. Still am a little bit, but it's getting better.
Yeah.
I can tell now when I've eaten something that's really bad for me because my body will bloat and I just feel disgusting. So it's easier to
Yeah.
get back on track because you don't like to
Yeah.
feel that way.
Yeah. That's
But
awesome. That's a good place to be.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I used to, when I would sit down, my stomach would kind of push up under my rib cage and I would just feel so uncomfortable and not really know how to change it. So I just knew that you were giving me the tools I needed that I could take for the rest of my life now. I can fall off the wagon, but I know what to do to get back on it. So, um,
Exactly.
yeah, so that was a big thing. I just knew I needed it. And once I was in the program, I wasn't giving up.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Like, I really am so proud of you, because I just know that, you know, I mean, it's challenging. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
when you lose your job and, you know, everything just seems to be not going your way, it's very easy to just throw in the towel on everything. So I'm just really proud that you stuck with it, and look where you are now. You know, you got your job back, you're, you know, light, you're helping
I'm
other
so
people,
happy.
you're positive. Do you
Yeah,
feel happy?
I do. And it's been really good being back at work. I've been able to prove it to myself and my boss that it wasn't me that was slowing everyone down because I've
Mm-hmm.
been able to go back and smash it out every day. So, um, and I'm glad I was doing the program before I went back to work. This is a very physical job, so I feel a
Yeah.
lot stronger and I have more energy to get through each day. So,
Well, also
yes,
because
I
you're not
actually think
eating
I needed to
McDonald's and
learn.
sugar.
Yes. So I won't tell you that I had nuggets today.
But I
Just
just
nuggets, no.
remember, well, I just remember when we first had a conversation, I just remember you saying that, you know, so you clean, right, which is very
Yeah,
physical, and I just remember you
yeah,
saying that, I don't know, I can't remember exactly, but it was something like you didn't have breakfast and you just eat lollies all day, and then you get to the point where you get to lunch and you'd have Red Rooster or Macca's, and then yeah, and then but you're not doing that now, are you?
no.
And that's why you're
Well, some days.
probably finding, well, yeah, but that's probably why you're
Some
finding
days.
that your energy's a lot better because you actually have
Yeah.
fuel in the
And I
tank.
find it between the days when I get up and I have cereal, as opposed to the days when I get up and I actually take the time to cook myself bacon and eggs and have some toast, and
Hmm.
got so much more energy on the bacon and eggs day than I do when I have cereal, because cereal kind of makes me a little bit more lethargic. But
Yep.
the bacon and eggs last longer, so I'm not getting
Hmm.
to like 11 o'clock and going, oh my God, I'm hungry and I'm still working. I've got the energy to
Yep.
keep on.
Yep. Oh, well done. So, what would you say to what would you say to some of the ladies that are kind of in week 1, 2, or they're not, following through as much as they could? Like, what would you say to them? What's your
I would say
motivational?
I got amazing results and I wasn't very strict. And I know I would have got even better results had I been strict all the way through. So don't give up. No matter what's going on in your life, there is never going to be a good time. So if you're waiting for life to be perfect so you can do this, it's not going to happen. So just get in it and do it for you, because that's what's important. It's got to be about you, no one else. I realized I got to a day where I was feeling really bloated and disgusting, and I couldn't wait to get myself back on track. And that's when it hit me that I was definitely doing it for me. It had nothing to do with the guy that let me down. It was 100% about me. And I feel great because I've done this for me. It's the best thing I've done for myself this year was to do this.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what as well? Because you have done this for yourself, this is going to be long lasting, right?
Yeah.
If when you do it for someone else, the motivation might have been there originally, like because
Yeah.
you thought that it was because of the way that you looked and stuff like that, and obviously that motivated you to do something about it. But I think there was a huge shift with you, halfway through the program, where it was just like you
Definitely.
wanted to do it for yourself, and you starting to like yourself more, you all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff, and even to the point where you just don't even care about that fellow so much anymore.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
You know.
I did message him and tell him though that I lost 20 centimeters off my belly button. I think it was 4 off my hips, and that I dropped 2 kilos. And he sent back, "I'm so proud of you." So
Oh,
that was pretty
yeah. Do you feel
and,
proud of yourself?
oh, definitely. And I know that when I do get more settled and I'm not living half my week in 2 different houses, um, which will happen, that I'll be able to really get on track and stay on track. So at the moment, it's still up and down sometimes, but
Yeah.
I know where I'm going and I know how to get there now. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, I'm
no,
just
I'm
so,
really
so,
proud.
so proud of you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with us?
No, just keep at it, ladies. You can do it. No matter what you think about yourself, you can do it. Doesn't matter what size you are, you can do it. So just make it happen.
Yeah. 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 Awesome. Yeah, I'm just like I really am just very proud of you because like I said to you before, there's so many ladies that message me or that I talk to that are always just like, oh, I need to wait until this happens before I can start, or I've got this
Not
coming up and I'm
everybody.
I'm just exactly, and they're just like, oh no, this is happening, so I just need to deal with that first, or this has come up, so I need to stop. But you are you are the example of this, that shit
Yeah,
things happen in your life, and that's always going to happen. Like there's always stuff that's around the corner, but um, getting yourself to a point where you feel healthy physically will help with your mental health. I mean, your evidence of that, you're not
definitely.
taking the pills anymore, like you are mentally feeling healthy and more positive, and it helps you deal with the situation better. It helps you deal with your stresses better. When your body is unhealthy and it's not feeling good and you don't physically feel good, obviously that's going to affect you mentally, and you're not eating well, that will affect you mentally. You're not getting enough sleep, it affects you mentally. So then your body's already under so much stress, then add something outside of that, like losing your job or having, you know, someone in your family be sick, and then it's just, you know, explode.
Yeah,
It's just too
exactly.
much.
Exactly.
It's too
It's
much.
so easy to let it go. It's so easy to fall off the wagon. But the biggest thing is like, and you've been really good at letting us know that you can fall off the wagon. It can happen. You understand life is shit sometimes. But
Yeah,
it's what you do after that. Do you fall off the wagon and give up and go, I can never do this? Or do you get back on and keep
yeah,
on going? So
yeah,
in the last 8 weeks, I've had a lot of those moments of like, oh my God, I've eaten so much crappy foods the last couple of days, or I've had a whole week of just
yeah,
crap. But it's getting back on track. And for you ladies that suffer from anxiety and depression, get outside, dance, move around, because it's so good. It's so good for your mental health. Just get up and move. It's
yeah,
the only thing I can say.
yeah,
And it's really easy to lay in your bed and put covers and pretend that life isn't happening, but it's so much better for you if you get up and move.
yeah. Such good advice. Such good advice. Thank you so much, Julie, for taking the
No worries.
time out to speak to us and speak to me, because I know that you're a busy woman. You just got home from work and you're just wanting to relax now.
I'm
But
very tired today. I've had a big
are
week.
you?
I'm like really
Oh, well, it's
sore now.
almost over. It's almost
It
over.
is.
Are you? Do you have to
One
work
day.
tomorrow? Oh,
Yeah,
one more
tomorrow
day.
we work. I always get the
Yeah.
weekends off, so that's good.
Oh, well, there you go. Weekend's almost here. You have a good night's sleep and rest up.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm very happy for you. Very, very, very happy for you. I'm very proud of you, and you should be so proud of yourself. And I hope that you are, and I hope that you take the
yeah,
time to celebrate what you've just done and what you've just overcome and what you've actually just done for yourself. You know,
yeah,
so big, big, big celebration for you. So yeah,
yeah.
but yeah. Thank
And I want
you.
to say thank you to you for all of your encouragement and support. Couldn't have done it without you. Just
You're
you're always
welcome.
there. Always amazing that I could just message you and get a response. Actually, when I started, I wasn't sure what it was going to be like. You're in Sydney, I'm in Ipswich. How is this going to work? But you've been
Yeah.
such an amazing support. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's worked brilliantly.